we're going to do tonight is I'm going to tell you
This meeting is being recorded.
the best news you'll ever hear. Hang on, mute everybody so we get a clean recording. Okay, here's the best news. Okay, first off, let me ask you a question. How many of you want 2023 to be your best year ever in every way? Just your best year ever, no matter what, okay? In any regard whatsoever, physically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever. Okay, here's the good news. Write this down. The good news is you're broken and you're beautiful. You do not have to be perfect. You don't have to be anybody but you, and you can achieve anything you want to. Whether it is spiritually, physically, mentally, socially, financially, whatever you choose is what you can do. And, you know, our pastor rocked it this past Sunday, and he talked about New Year, New You. And I'm like, thank you for stealing my theme. Must have a camera in my house somewhere. I swear sometimes with the sermons, he really does. But, you know, guys, that's the great thing about this business is that you can pick it up and put it down. You can go from where you are now. You can erase what you've done not so great in the past and change it. But here's the big caveat that I want you guys to think about. If you take away nothing else tonight, I want you to take this away for the new year thought, okay? If you continue to do the same thing, you're going to get the same results. Now, I realize you think, okay, Joanna, that's pretty simple. That's it. If you continue to do the same thing, you're going to get the same results. Now, if you're happy with your results, if you're like, well, I'm great at booking, or I'm great at sharing, or I'm great at explaining the product, then don't change those things, because those things are going to get you where you want to be. But if there are things you're not achieving, and let's just talk about Mary Kay in your business, you might want to change some things out. And change is hard, guys. Change is really, really hard. But here's the deal. If you don't choose to make the changes that you need to make, then you're going to continue to get the exact same what? Results. And, you know, there were 3 different times in my Mary Kay career where I was about to quit. And all 3 times my mother told me, do a perfect start and then quit. Never quit when you're down. Always quit when you feel good, because then you know it's a decision based on intelligence and not emotion. And so in going into this new year, that's what we're going to challenge you to do. Terry and I are going to challenge you guys. Linda and I are going to challenge you guys. Do a perfect start, because that's what we're going to do. Terry and I had a great conversation today. She is recommitted to her personal business and her unit business. And so if directors have to recommit themselves, don't you think recommitting yourself is a smart thing to do as well? And make the changes you need to make. So there's something called a 360 review. Have any of you been with a company where they did what's called a 360 review? You have, Alice? So you know what it is. So let me just tell you in a nutshell, because we're about to do it up at the Dream Center and they're doing it for the first time, and I'm going to end up being the bad guy because I'm the one doing the coaching. But so 360, to do a 360, you turn once and then you turn again, right? So if I do a 180, I do this, right? And if I do a 360, I do this. So here's what I want you guys to think about doing. You don't have to do this. You're not going to get a prize for it. This is self-evaluation. I want you to consider doing a 180, and that's self-evaluation. What are you good at, and what do you need to work on? What are you good at? Can you get better at? And what do you need to work on? It should be at least 3 things, 3 positives and 3 things you want to work on. Okay. And if you're staying for our leadership meeting, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And then I want you to write down 3 things that you would love to be better at. 3 things that you would love to be better at. And that's what you're going to share with your director in a text or an email in the next 24 hours. And it is, y'all, it is good to say things about yourself. I'm going to ask Terry Skill right now to unmute, because Terry has a skill, no pun intended, that blows it out of the water every time. And she knows what it is. Terry, what are you excellent at?
Recruiting.
Yeah. And she knows it, and she's proved it, and she's done the Princess Court, and she's done all the accolades, and she's earned all the prizes. She's great.
I've done the Queen's Court.
You done? Oh, didn't I say that?
No.
I said Princess Court. I'm sorry. Queen's
That's
Court.
okay.
She's done it. She's walked on the stage. She's earned the Diamond B. She's proven it time and time again. So it's okay to say you're good at something. Okay. I am excellent at not having to cook every night. I have mastered that skill. I have convinced my husband that it is relaxing for him to work all day and come home and cook. So maybe I'm just good at manipulating. I don't know. But anyway, so Jamie, you stop that. Okay. So really write down at least 3 things you're great at and 3 things, even if you're good at, you want to improve on. Send that to your director in the next 24 hours. Now we're going to go to screen share. You guys get your notebooks out. This is super important that you write these things down. We are going to go through all of the not changes, but the challenges and all that the company is putting out there for us. Y'all, this is super duper trooper exciting, because for the company to make things easier for us should always be an attention getter for us. So I'm going to skip through some of the normal slides that we do, and once we go through the changes and everybody asks questions about that, then we'll pop back through what I really wanted to talk to you guys, to talk to my unit about, and Terry's going to talk to her unit. So real quick, this is the bracelet for this month. It's so cool looking, like very different. It doesn't really jive with the rest of the jewelry they're doing this year, but I just think it's really super cool. The other thing that I think is relative also to Terry's unit, man, this thing is sensitive tonight, is please put on your calendar to do your preferred customer program enrollment by January 17th. I would recommend you do it by the 15th, but it's only 90 cents per name. It includes 2 free Mary Kay product samples, and it's a beautiful magazine. Okay, so put that on your calendar. Do not forget. And then it mails out February 8th. It usually arrives by the middle of the month, right around Valentine's Day. And that's when you follow up with your customers. Okay, so I'm going to go through. This is it. Yay, I put it at the very top, Terry, so I wouldn't have to find it. Okay, so real quick, first off, I know that we talk a lot in Mary Kay about 2 major things. 2 major things that we want you to strive for. And you can choose one or the other, but I recommend you choose both. One is to be a star consultant. And it's not to get the prizes. It's not to get the kudos. It's not to get you. All that is gravy. The reason why is because if you are selling at least $1,200 a month, then you're making $600 a month and you're investing $600 a month. So if you're doing that consistently, then you're building a consistent business. And I'm not going to go through the numbers tonight. We will do that at another time. But if you will build to 100 skincare customers in the next 6 months, 100 skincare customers, the residual income is up to $40,000 a year in reorders. And I've got the numbers to prove it. I've been doing this long enough. I've been doing it before computers, I think before cars, before cell phones. Long time ago, we rode dinosaurs to our skincare classes. We used real alligator bags because that they would try to bite us and we'd make a purse out of them. So I've done it with a husband, without a husband, as a single mom, completely broke. Traveling, moving 14 times in my business. So you guys, no excuses, okay? Build to 100 skincare customers. I don't care if it's botanical, clear proof, repair, whatever. Make that a major goal for the next 6 months. 100 skincare customers. And your residual income 1 year, the next year, the next year, every year you build another 100. That's how I clear over $1,500 a month profit in reorders. months that I don't do my personal business, I can still write in my checkbook, I'm going to sell at least $3,000 a month. Okay. All right. So that's the first thing I wanted y'all to know about. The second thing is Star Consultant and Red Jacket. Red Jacket seems to be so elusive to you guys. And it's kind of like, you're so good at selling the product. You're so good at talking about the product. Being a recruiter, and I'll have Terry, we'll pick her brain one night on this, but being a recruiter is so scary to y'all because you think all of a sudden you have all these responsibilities. You don't have any responsibilities to your director. Okay. And by then you're going to want us out of your life and you're going to want to work with your own peeps. Okay. You're gonna be like, yeah, I can do this better. Bye. So when you explain being one of your customers, being a VIP customer, that's a hostess, being a power partner, that's someone who joins your team. Those are the three options. And when they join as a power partner, it's either $30 for the eStart or $130 for the eStart and the starter kit. Bam, that's it. And y'all make it so hard. So those are the two things that we're going to talk about tonight. All right. So Red Jacket, what's the deal with the Red Jacket? It's basically one person active on your team that's walking alongside you that your director is in charge of. Okay. You do not give them prizes. You do not do training with them. You do not go and do all their stuff for them. Your director is in charge. Okay. You just keep working your personal business. 1 is a senior consultant. 2 is a senior consultant. 3 is what we call a Red Jacket or star recruiter. 4 is a star recruiter and 5 is a team leader. This is the number that you're going to be going for in the next few months right here. 5 people on your team. Don't let that scare you. Okay. If I said, if you had 10 skincare customers, new skincare customers in the month of January, you'd make an extra $1,000 on top of your sales. You'd get excited, wouldn't you? Okay. So just start thinking about 5 power partners. Okay. So this is what the company is offering for you. The company is offering, let me move this to the bottom. Okay. It's called the 6 Most Important Things game. There's a tracking form on InTouch, and I'm going to show y'all what that looks like in just a second. I could not get it into the slideshow because y'all know that I am technologically challenged, but there's a tracking form. But basically this is it. This scarf, we just saw it yesterday. We saw a better picture of it. Julia Wilson, who's the leader of Sapphire Division, says this thing is drop dead gorgeous. Okay, if you are a star consultant, that's it. Remember I talked about star and Red Jacket, star and Red Jacket. Okay, star consultant in either the quarter ending March 15th or the quarter ending June 15th, you're going to earn this scarf. Bam. If you add to your team in the next 6 months, 3 or more Great Start qualified new personal team members, that's 3 people who in their first 4 months place at least a $600 wholesale order, either in one shot or cumulatively. So they can come in with a 225, do another 225, do another 225, they're qualified. When you have 3 of them, okay, you're going to earn the scarf. And when you add 2 more, you earn the scarf, your Red Jacket, and you walk on stage at seminar. The same stage that National Quota Sales, National Quota Sharing, the top people in the company walk on, you will be walking on that stage. And you will get the new Red Jacket that the company is debuting. Y'all, you might be going, okay, a scarf, I can go buy a scarf. A Red Jacket, there's Red Jackets everywhere. On stage recognition, whoop-de-doo, I don't really care about that. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Because when you sit in front of 25,000 people who are screaming for you and you walk across that stage, you will be hooked for the rest of your life. You're going to be like, I am now recognition oriented. How many people on this video tonight have walked on that stage? Jamie, you've walked on it. Amy has. Terry has. Vicki, you walked on the stage. National Court of Sales. Yeah.
Linda.
Yeah,
Linda.
huge. You guys, it is the most unbelievable thing. Go on Mary Kay In Touch and pull up seminar videos and just watch it. And it will capture maybe a tenth of what the excitement really is all about. So let's go through this one more quick time. Okay, so if you're a STAR consultant in either quarter, or you develop 3 or more Great Start qualified personal team members, you're going to get this gorgeous scarf. Okay, if you add 2 more, just less than double, 2 more to your team, Great Start qualified, then you'll earn the big package. Now that is the 6 most important things game. Are there any questions before I go through the new DIQ rules? Vicki, go ahead, sweetheart. You have to unmute so we can hear you. That lip reading course just hadn't happened yet.
Is the red jacket for just first time?
Nope.
All right, everybody.
Everybody.
All right. I
If
need a
you
new
want-
one.
If you were in a red jacket right now, and you add 3 people, and then you add 2 more, you're going to win all those prizes. They're not saying first time reds. I know Amy's excited about that too, because she's like, I need a new red jacket.
Mhm.
And at leadership, we're going to send y'all pictures from leadership of all the new red jackets. They're debuting all the new red jackets.
Okay.
And I know y'all are like, what's the big deal with the red jacket? Let me tell you what. If you have any history with any organization or military or anything that ever wears uniforms or badges or awards or anything, like the military wears all their stuff, you know what a big deal that is, right? To have the title and all. Okay, that's what it is. When you go to Mary Kay events, first off, you never have to worry about what you're going to wear. You'll wear your red jacket, just like we wear our director suit. So packing for the trip is easy. The other thing is people know you're in middle management in Mary Kay. Upper management is directorship, but you're the big deal. And when you go and get that new red jacket at seminar and pick it up, and you're in that line and they fit you on with it right then, you don't have to guess your size. It's good. It's good. It's awesome. Okay. All right. So I want to, if y'all don't have any questions about that, then I want to go to the next thing. The company is encouraging us to do 60 faces in 60 days. Now, a lot of y'all were going for this gorgeous desk set. And so anybody who completes the 60 faces in 60 days, it started a couple of days ago. It ends March 1st. Doesn't go through the end of March. But in January and February, if you do 60 faces, full circle appointments, not slap it on the back of their hand, but a full circle appointment, which can take 15 minutes to 45 minutes, then you will earn the desk set. Okay, next. I don't know if y'all are aware of the income difference between being a beauty consultant and being a director, but this is on In Touch, so this is not a secret. But I think most of y'all have put on your big girl panties for 2023 and you're really ready. What's the difference? Like, what's the big deal? You know, what do you do, Joanna? You sit in front of a camera 1 day a week. Is that all you do? Okay, so no, it's not all I do. But as a consultant, a senior consultant, a STAR team builder, a team leader, or if you have 8, an elite team leader, these are all the bonuses you get. These are all the profits you get. You get your profits, you get commissions on your team, you get earned discount privileges every 3 months, you get a personal team building of $50 every time you have someone Great Start qualified. You earn a 50% discount on the purchase of your first red jacket ever. Of course, you can earn it for free. You earn a first time $100 red jacket bonus for when the first time you get your red jacket, you get a $100 bonus, and you can earn the use of a career car or select the cash option. Okay, so that's a nice little list. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I can make a little hair and nail money there. Let's go to the big girl side. You still get your 50% profit. You still get your earned discount privilege. You still get your personal team commissions of 4, 9, or 13%. Then you get a unit commission based on the volume of your unit of 9, 13, or 23%. Now, let me just stop there. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Terry, is Robin your personal?
Yes.
Okay, so every time Robin places an order, because she's on Terry's personal team, Terry makes 13% on that. Robin doesn't pay it to Terry. The company pays it to Terry. Terry's just out there working her business, okay? Terry's not angry at, Robin's not angry at Terry because Terry's making all this money. She's like, you help me make money, Terry, and you'll make money too. Yay. Okay. Guess what? As a director, she makes another 23%. Oh, Courtney's eyebrows just went up. Courtney's like, wait a minute, Joanna, I'm on your personal team. And here's the deal, is that because we love you and because we want to encourage you and we want you to be great, we really don't look at you with dollar signs, but Mary Kay teaches us, look at the dollar signs, because women today, they want to know, how can I quit my full-time job? How can I replace my income? How can I stay home with my kids? How can I have financial freedom? You guys, let me show you. It's not that hard. Watch. Look, that's it. That's it. Every time a director has a personal Great Start qualified team member, she doesn't earn $50, she earns $100. Then when her unit has at least 4 people in 1 month become Great Start qualified, she earns $100 per person up to 10 people. Then you can also earn the new sales director program bonuses. So when you become a sales director, we walk you through. Now, this is how you make 1,000 for this, 1,000 for this, 1,000 for this, 1,000 for this. You can earn a star consultant bonus of 300 or more. You guys, I had 10 star consultants last quarter. Do the math. You can earn the use of a career car or select the cash compensation option. You earn every year you do a unit circle of 300,000 above, you get $1,000, and you get a wellness award bonus of $800, $1,300, or $2,000 every year. Now, how many of you are starting to see there might be a little bit of a benefit to get some friends together and see if they want to join your team as a power partner? Is it starting to make a little bit of sense? Okay, next. And if you think being a director is hard, it's because you make it hard. It's not that hard. It's being with girlfriends. Okay, and you get to wear the suit, the Nicole Miller suit, which it used to be in Mary Kay. It was a straight up suit, top, bottom. They told you what shirt to wear, everything. Now we do the jacket and you have fun with the rest. And I think these girls have had a little bit of fun with the rest. Okay, write this down. In order to go into director and qualification, you must be in good standing with the company and you have to be active. In other words, you have to have placed a $225 order in the last 3 months. You have to have 8 or more active personal team members. That means that all of your team members, the month before you go into DIQ, so if you were going to go in February 1st, in January, you would need to have on your team 8 active personal team members. That means you personally added each person to your team and they have done at least a $225 order in the last 3 months. This is who cannot be on your team. Your husband cannot be on your team and count for you. Okay. One of your team members cannot recruit their husband or wife, if you're recruiting men, to be on your team. If someone on your team is a DIQ, you cannot count them. And if you have a team member who submits her DIQ form the same month you do, then you cannot count her. Okay, so 8 active personal team members. This is how you finish. You go from 8 to 24. You can do it in 1, 2, 3, or 4 months. The company has 2 different ways you can do it. If you do it in 3 months, so let's say you go February, March, and April. At the end of April, you have to have at least 24 active team members. That means everybody in the last 3 months have done at least a $225 order. They want to know your team is working. The total cumulative wholesale has to be 13,500. And you have to do at least 4,000 a month in wholesale orders. You yourself can contribute up to $3,000. Now, I'm not going to go over the 4-month plan because the 4-month plan, you just add $4,500 to the whole thing. And I'll tell you why you don't want to go 4 months. Because if you go into your 4th month of DIQ, some of your initial people who just came in to help you go into DIQ may not be ready to be active again. You're going to have a few people. The company doesn't like us to talk about this, but I'm very transparent. You're going to have a few people who say, you know what, Robin, I buy a lot of product from you. I'll join your team for $30 and do a $225 twice a year. And you're going to have a few people do that. And that is so okay. Because guys, that's why I started. Okay. Andrea started to get her products at cost.
Mhm.
Terry started to get her products at cost and to do a fundraiser. So that's okay. Now, you don't want 24 personal use people on your team, because if that happens, your team won't maintain as a unit. But let's worry about that later on. Right now, this is what you guys can focus on that will take you from where you are right now in a very simple format and very simple steps of doing 3 to 10. It's a big gap, 3 to 10 new faces a week. Now you might say, Joanna, directorship is not my goal. Then let's go for those 5 qualified. So you can get your red jacket, your scarf, all your kudos, and all the stuff your director is going to give you as well. Let's go for 5. Because you know what? If you added 5 people to your team this month, you would see the benefit of adding 7 more in February and going into DIQ. Because when you start team building, you have fun. In today's world of 90% of our business is virtual, you are no longer dragging all your stuff to someone's house, setting up this huge thing, doing this huge debut. We do it on Zoom or we do it on Google Meets. We basically do QVC. We do show and tell. This is the starter kit right here. This is the starter kit. This is a real starter kit. I ordered it for 2023. Has everything in it that you're going to get in a starter kit. You open this up. We do the virtual debut. We sign people up either to be on your as a power partner on your team or to be a hostess for you. And you go from there. We don't even necessarily have to send them samples. I want to tell you guys something. When I do virtual parties and I send samples, I'd say not 9 out of 10, but probably 7 out of 10. They go, oh, wait, where did I put that thing you sent me? Okay. So if you're going to do it virtually, just do it like QVC. Just do show and tell. In the back of the hand, talk about the product, do the power statements. We will teach you how to do that. We, as your directors, will do your first few parties with you until you're ready. Now, I know Vicki is very strong at doing in person. Jamie's strong at doing in person. Amy is strong at doing in person. I know Robin is. Alice does in person as well. Courtney's done it a couple of times and been very successful. You've got to practice. So if you don't have 3 to 10, whatever your goal is, faces lined up for the next week, invite people to get together with you either virtually or in person and practice. Just say, I need to practice. You know, Diane's been in Mary Kay for a while. She's coming back in, renewing her mind, which is what the Bible tells us to do. And so she might need a little practice. She might be a little rusty right now. Some of you guys haven't done a real skincare class face-to-face in person with people in a while. You might need to practice through it. So you just get together with people that give you a safe zone and you do that practice with them. And you know what? Our days of having 1.5 to 2 hour parties are over. People don't have that kind of time. And if you do take over an hour with your shows and it's not a full-blown girls' night out, It's just people getting together on a Saturday morning or a Sunday afternoon or during the week. And you take more than an hour, I can tell you right now, nobody's going to book a party from it. Because they're going to think, I don't have this kind of time. You know, we're all just like this. So I just want you guys to think about who do you know that you can invite over and say, let's practice, or you can invite virtually and say, let's practice. Now I'll tell you something that's been very successful for me, and then I'm going to let Terry and her girls go if they don't have any questions. Something that's been very successful for me is to do, if I'm doing in person, I ask them to invite at least one person from out of state to join us on FaceTime. And they prop up their little camera right there and they get to be with their girlfriend. Now, if we have enough time in advance, I will send an envelope with a couple of fun samples in it to their girlfriend. But now they already see the benefit of not only being in person, but doing things virtually. Because their friend is having fun watching them take off their makeup. And they get girlfriend time. And that's what people want right now, y'all. They want freedom. They want flexibility. They want fun. They want friends. They want to have a good time, not feel pressured. I close my sales by doing the basic on the back of the hand. I still call it the basic, the time wise on the back of the hand. Do you want to be right with your skin or left behind? That's why you don't do satin hands at the beginning. And then I say, you know, you have three choices. You can choose to say thank you and go home. You can choose to invest in the best skincare in the world, or you can choose to invest in the best skincare in the world and invest in being a power partner with me. I'm looking for power partners. Bam, that's it. Okay, so as far as the DIQ rules go, 8, just think 8 is great. 8 is great. 8 is great. If you guys were to have a milestone birthday, like you just turned 35 again. I know Terry just had her 35th, okay? You just turned 35. Who are the 8 to 10 people you would invite to your private party to celebrate you? Who are the 8 to 10 people who would show up no matter what? Who are the people who showed up last time you had a health crisis? Who showed up when you had a death in the family? Who showed up when you had something to celebrate? Who will show up for you no matter what? Get together with those people and either schedule me or schedule your director or schedule yourself if you're good at it. Some of you guys are really good at this, and talk about what Mary Kay is about and why you see them as a power partner. And if not them, who do they know who's just like them? Because you're taking your business to the next level and you would love for them to join you on this journey. Because Terry, isn't that all really people want to know?
You just simplified it for me. Now, as long as I've been doing this and as long as I've been listening to you, I still walked away with one of your statements. What I'm going to start promoting to my new prospective team members is the 4 F's. The reason to join my team is for freedom, flexibility, fun, and friends. How much simpler could that be? And I would want, I mean, it's not like you're saying you have to do a spreadsheet, you have to fill out this form. No, it's just about having fun. And just like you said, Joe, that's all women want right now. They've got the work, they've got all the pressures, they've got everything coming down. I need, I want, I have to have. But this is just about them. Thank you, Joe. I love it.
Okay, we can all go home now.
Yes, we can.
Okay, well, we have our mid-year and our reco and all that. So if you guys want to stick around, you're welcome to stick around. But I wanted to, while Terry and Linda are still on, I just wanted to tell everybody, we are changing the format of our regular meetings starting next week. I'm going to go through that on the slideshow, but basically we're going to start with product advertisement. We're going to go right into education on whatever's the hot topic in Mary Kay. And then we're going to talk about what are some real things on InTouch. What do you need to learn? Do you know how to fill out a weekly accomplishment sheet? Do you know how to do your taxes for Mary Kay? Real, like what I call research questions. And then we're going to go into Reco and girlfriend time. So that's going to be the new format of our meetings. And then once a month, we'll have a guest event where you can invite your guest and they'll come on either at the beginning or the end and we'll do a little QVC. We'll give them an incentive to book with you and an incentive to purchase something. And so you'll always want to be inviting people to that guest event all month long. And we'll do that for 15 minutes in the beginning, and then we'll let them go. I'll just say, this is what we want to talk to you guys about tonight. This is an amazing product. We love this. This is the retail value of it. Would you like to get it for half price? Yes. Then get together with 3 friends, with your consultant, give her a commitment in the next 24 hours, and she'll give you an additional product at half price. Bam. Do y'all like that? I like simple. I just like simple. Okay. So that's what our guest events will be. Very simple. All right. Well, let's go to our slideshow.
All
And
right. Thank you, Joe.
you're welcome.
Robin and Chrissy, if you can come over to our Zoom.
Yeah, go to Terry's Zoom. Goodbye. You people get out of here. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Okay. So I want you guys to make note of something. This is going to be our new format starting next week. 10-minute product reviews, product advertisement, 10-minute training topic, okay, like a script, and then weekly research, a how-to corner. So this is where you guys get to weigh in on what you want to see, what you want to learn. And, you know, if you say, Joanna, I think I know how to do the weekly accomplishment sheet, but I'm still kind of like wondering, how do I do this? Is this? We'll pull it up on screen share and I'll walk you through it. Don't feel like any topic is off limits. Don't feel like, well, I guess I should know that because I've been in your unit for 20 years. It doesn't matter. Other people need to hear it. Okay. If you don't know how to submit, I want a prize, we'll do that. You know, I think it's self-explanatory, but that's because it's my website. Hopefully I know how to do it. Okay. So anything that you guys want to learn, that you guys want me to show you on the screen, a how to, we'll do that. So that's where you get to participate in that. And you're also going to be doing the product advertisements. Okay. And then we're going to do every month, we're going to do a guest event. Okay. So I just wanted to say, let me do this. Our automatic prize winners for turning in your survey. These are the first 10 people: Vicki, Stacy, Brandy, Mandy, Cecilia, Arlene, Stephanie, Eugenia, Amy, and Katie, in that order. You guys automatically get a prize. So when you turn in your I want a prize tomorrow, just put survey prize. Okay. A week from tonight, I'm going to take everybody's name, including these people who filled out their survey, because I'm basing a lot of decisions on that survey. And you'll go into 5 drawings for Glam packages. So you can continue to fill out your surveys if you haven't so far. If you don't see your name on this list, then you need to turn it in as soon as possible. This is our bracelet for when you sell 1,200 this month and you place your $600 order to start working towards your next star, so you can get that scarf. This is who earned, and the reco tonight goes on your December Girls with Goals form. Okay, so the reco tonight goes on your December Girls with Goals form. Okay, all right, so this is everybody who earned the jewelry. I love the bracelet, it's so pretty. Matches that necklace. I wanted to show you guys this as well, because I don't know if y'all look at this often enough to see how far you are from achieving these quarts, but some of y'all have already achieved the quart of retail sales for my unit and the quart of personal sales. So, you know where you're winning and be tracking that. That's really important. And that's in my new consultant packet on my website. We already talked about this. Let me skip over it. This again, 40,000 in retail sales is how you walk on the big stage with Mary Kay. And if you want to track it month by month, you can, but this is the one on the left is the one I'd be using for tracking right now. That we are going into our 60th anniversary as of January. And these are some of the prizes that you can earn for being on a national court. We already talked about this. I think we can skip through the next few. Did y'all have any questions? Just unmute right now and just say, did y'all have any questions about the 6 most important things list for the consultants, or the 60 faces, or the DIQ program? Do any of y'all have any questions? Okay, I'm going to go on then. Okay. Okay, so tonight we're kicking off something at the end of the meeting, so it's in about 10 minutes, and it's called the leadership team. And I'm going to be doing this with my other directors. So you'll meet new people, which is super fun. What are the leadership team benefits? The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to have a private goal setting session with your director. This is what your responsibility is going to be, to turn in a weekly plan sheet. Now, you don't have to do it every week. Excuse me. If you will just turn in a weekly plan sheet and just go on InTouch, in the search bar, type in weekly plan sheet and it pops up. Turn it into your director so that we are aware of when you are working your full-time job, when you get off, when you have free time, when you have downtime, when you have time that you can work your business, so we can set realistic goals based on your time schedule. Now, I realize things come up. Sometimes you have other things that, pop up, but on a normal basis, what does your week look like? You know what it looks like, okay? So that's what I want to know. Turn in your weekly accomplishment sheet every Sunday, even if it's Christmas Day or New Year's Day, which it was this year. Turn it in every Sunday. Just make it, when you get home from church, get on InTouch and just do it. Don't put it off. Don't procrastinate. Just do it. If you had no sales that week, put $1. Don't leave it blank. If you leave it blank, something happens in InTouch where it looks like you didn't finish filling it out. So just put $1, okay? And then please get on Voxer and Voxer your activity daily. I know you're going, what? Make it a habit. Either every morning when you get up, hey, today I'm going to get 3 new names. Hey, today I'm going to call 1 customer for a booking. Hey, today I'm going to call 10 people, when I get off work, whatever you want your activity to be. But Monday through Friday, you should be sending me a private Voxer. And y'all, please make sure it's a private Voxer. My name should be the only name at the top. Okay. We don't want to blow up people's phones. Your rewards, you will be in the leadership Voxer group. I can already tell you that tomorrow's Voxer I'll be sending you guys in that group is something that only directors know about. You'll get special tips and training. You'll get weekly post-meeting group coaching. So after the meeting, sometimes it'll be 5 minutes, sometimes it'll be 15. You'll have your own group coaching. And then you will have individual and group virtual and in-person appointments with guests that you will be able to schedule. So you will have full access to scheduling me for your virtual or in-person appointments, as long as we coordinate the schedules, okay? Now, it may be that you're doing an in-person and I get on virtually because we're not in the same state. It still works. I promise you, it will still work, okay? All right, let's go to our Reco. So take a picture of that screen. Take your phone right now, take a picture of that screen. And I'll also put it on Facebook page. But take a picture of that, because the first thing we have to do if you want to be on the leadership team is we have to do a private goal setting session. And it might be when you're in your car or I'm in my car or whatever, but it'll be, 5-10 minutes, but I just need to know what your goals are. Okay, so this is our GG form. Gosh, this thing's sensitive tonight. This is our GG form. We use it all year long. Your form is due by tomorrow. Okay, so make up your mind, just do it tonight before you go to bed. Okay, and submit it. If you were a star quarter and the quarter ending December 15th, when you submit your I want a prize, just put star B and I'll know that you're claiming your B that you get for your bracelet. If you've never been a star consultant before, please put first time star, because you also get the Mary Kay National Area, that gorgeous pin, and you get the bracelet to put the charms on. Okay, so just put first time star and then star B. Starby. Okay, senior consultants. These are our senior consultants. You guys, you're ready to move into red right now. So we don't want to talk about it. Team leader, Amy Pa, she's a team leader. So Amy will still have to add 3 people to earn the scarf or 5 people to earn the new red jacket and all that. Although she's already has at least 5 people on her team. Same thing with Sayonara, and Sayonara knows this. Sayonara's got 8 active personal team members right now, so she'll add at least 5 more to earn all those perks. Great start, qualified. Our first quarter stars, we always want to go back and honor our stars at the end of every quarter. So these were our first quarter stars, and look what happened. Wow, you guys blew it out of the water. So if you were a Sapphire star on your I Want a Prize, you put 100 points, Sapphire star. Okay, under the comments, 100 points, Sapphire star. If you were Ruby, 200 points, a diamond 300, an emerald 400, and a pearl 500 points, y'all, for this. Where's the form? For this form. Wow, you're already right here if you were at the highest level star. Wow, but you got to turn in the form. I do not chase people down. Okay, all right, I'm going way too fast. There. Okay, there. Okay. All right. Debuting as a director is your place to be in 2023. So I already told you the benefits of being a director. Let's take advantage of it. Get out your GG forms, and everything you track tonight goes on your December GG form. December. And when is it due? Tomorrow. Correct. Okay. All right. Give yourself 5 points if you're on this page and you turned in your weekly accomplishment sheet for the week ending December 25th. Jesus' birthday, Arlene, Courtney, Stephanie Scheit, Amy, and Joan. All give yourself 5 points. Give yourself 5 points if you turned it in for the week ending January 1st. Arlene, Sayonara, Vicky, Brandy, Stephanie, Amy, and Joan. Give yourself 5 more points on your December Girls with Goals form. Give yourself 10 bonus points if you turned in your weekly accomplishment sheet every week in December. And that was Arlene, Stephanie, and Amy. Some of y'all missed a week. It was kind of funny. Okay, give yourself 5 points for being on live tonight. Or if you're listening to the video or watching the video, give yourself 5 points for posting your takeaway on the Scheit Family Superstars Facebook page by tomorrow afternoon. Or today afternoon, if you're listening Wednesday afternoon. And this goes on the December tracking form. Okay, get ready to do some serious points here. I got to do this in 5 minutes. 20 points for our Queen of Week sales for the week ending December 25th. Amy Pa had almost $1,000 week. Hubba, hubba. Courtney did over $400 the week of Christmas. So proud of you guys. So give yourself 20 and 10 points for that. Stephanie Scheit had a $400 week, the week ending January 1st. So Stephanie, on the December Girls with Goals form, although it was a week ending January 1st, give yourself 20 points for being our Queen of Sales. This is December Reco, so give yourself 25 points for being the Queen of Retail. Sheila, oh, what happened? I just lost something. Wait a minute, hang on. There it goes. And I know Sheila watches the recording, so Sheila, give yourself 25 points. And then if you were in the top 10, actually the top 9, but if you were in the top, might be top 10. Yeah, top 10, give yourself 15 points. Stacy, Joan, Sayonara, Francine, Jamie, Katie, Vicky, Karen Lane, and Zulema. Give yourself 15 points on your December Girls with Goals form. There, okay. Give yourself 25 points, Amy Pa, for being the Queen of Personal Sales based on your weekly accomplishment sheet. She did over $2,500 in sales. This was our highest month in the past 4 months. So proud. And give yourself 15 points, Courtney, Vicky, and Zulema, for being in the top 4 for your December personal sales. Give yourself 10 points if you're on this list right here. Okay, if you did at least $225 to $399 wholesale. I'm going to see if this works. No, it went backwards. Sorry, this thing is really sensitive tonight. Give yourself 25 points if you sold enough product to place a $400 to a $599. Give yourself 25 points. I know Courtney's on, Alice is on, Zulema will watch the recording. Zulema and her family just got back from 3 weeks in Europe. Ooh. Okay, give yourself 50 points if you sold enough product to place a qualified order, $600 wholesale. So Joan, Sayonara, Francine, Jamie, Katie, Vicky, and Karen. And give yourself 75 bonus points, Sheila and Stacy, for having over $1,000 wholesale month. That's called a grand month. So proud of you guys. Give yourself 75 bonus points. Okay, we weren't going to do that. There. Okay, here are our mid-year awards. I'm so excited about this. Amy is our queen for mid-year. So we're halfway through the seminar year. Jamie is the first runner-up, then Sayonara, then Vicky, and Joan Teal has joined the court of retail sales based on orders to the company. So proud of you guys. No, you don't get points for this. Court of personal retail sales. This is based on your weekly accomplishment sheet. Our queen so far this year, halfway through the year, is Amy Paul. First runner-up is Vicky, then Sayonara, then Zulema, and then Courtney. Turning in that weekly accomplishment sheet counts, you guys. It adds up. It is so important. I want to acknowledge who has been a star consultant 2 quarters in a row. Amy, Francine, Sheila, Jamie, and Sayonara have hit both. They're right now on target for being 4-quarter stars. Now, if you didn't come in before the first quarter, you're brand new, there is a way that you can count as a 4-quarter star. So if you're curious about that, if you're like, well, I wasn't even here for the first quarter, I can walk you through how that works and you can get counted for it. This is what I really wanted to show you guys. So as we're looking at wrapping up the seminar year, and we've got 30 seconds, I just wanted to show you guys how everything adds up towards the national and the princess courts. So the princess court, which is the, it's Mary Kay National Area Court, it's 20,000 retail and 12 Great Start qualified personal team members in the seminar year from July 1st through June 30th. Okay, so we've got some people who they're halfway there right now. The national court is double that. So this is why we are saying, don't take a week off, don't take a month off, be consistent. Even if it's just 1 to 2 faces a week, be consistent. So where are you going to land at the end of this month? Are you going to be in your red jacket, on target for your car, elite star team builder with 8, which means you go into DIQ? This is why we have to talk about what is your why. And that is so important to know what is your why. Because if your why is related to you, yourself, your personal goals, you'll stick with it. But if your why is directly related to your kids, your husband, impressing your parents, something like that, it's not going to be something you stick with. And the reason why is because if you get angry with your kids, or you get angry with your spouse, or you get angry with other people, you're gonna be like, well, I'll show you, I won't accomplish the goal. So it's got to be intrinsic. It's got to be something that, because they don't get it. They really don't always get it. I mean, I like to think my kids got it sometimes. I actually think my son got it more than my daughter did, because he watched me build that business and he watched it literally save us financially. And, you know, watching it, they learn, but people aren't always going to understand why you do what you do. And that's why I wanted y'all to listen to that Kelly Clarkson song, because, you know, people don't always get it. And that's why you've got to be your own superwoman. You've got to be your own powerhouse. You've got to stand up for what you want and what you're demanding for yourself. And the blessings that it's going to bring to your children and your sphere of influence and your friends when you choose to go hold a skincare class, or when you choose to do something where, you're going to do an interview or something like that. And you have to tell your husband, hey, it's pizza night tonight. Or you have to tell your kids, hey, you guys, I would love to play a game with you. I'll do it tomorrow night or read a story or whatever. Dad's going to do it tonight. I've got to do my Mary Kay. I used to go in a bedroom and shut the door and put a stop sign on the outside of the door. And because I didn't have an office, my house was the size of my office now. And I had no place to work my business. And so the rule was, unless that color is coming out of your body or the stove, don't bother mom. And I started out by doing it for 15 minutes, and then I would do 20 minutes, and then I could grow to about an hour before something red started coming out of something or somebody. So, doing it as a single parent, even when I was in my first marriage, because he was gone all the time, it is hard. It is hard. But I always had a babysitter and a backup to my backup and a backup to my backup to my backup, because it was important. And I used to tell my customers, I will be there no matter what. And so you're my power partner. You're my VIP for that day, for Saturday morning. So if anything comes up, please let me know 24 hours in advance so I can fill that spot with someone else, because I've already made all my arrangements. And if you take your business seriously, other people will too. Any questions? No questions. All right. Who's going to be our 3 people to do commercials next week? Amy's going to do a commercial. I can't believe it. Amy never does a commercial. Okay. And you're going to do it as if, okay, Jamie, you're going to do it as if you're doing it for your virtual party. Okay. So it's going to be, okay, some of you guys could really do a commercial and you're not raising your hand. Stacy, what you doing? Stacy, raise your hand. Okay, so Stacy's going to do one too. Thank you for raising your hand, Stacy. I think your head itched too, but thank you for raising your hand. So you guys will have 2 to 3 minutes for your product. Okay, you're going to talk about the product. You're going to talk about what the benefits are. You're going to show it, and you're going to talk about what the cost is. And remember, we never say dollars. We say it's 18 or it's 20 or it's 22. Okay. And if you want to talk about how it works with other products, you'll have time to do that as well. Okay. Now, who's going to do, Vicki, who's going to do our training on next Tuesday night? Okay, Vicki, thank you. That's great. In my world, no means yes. So Vicki, I will work with you on what I want you to do, because I already know what I want you to do. Okay, so Alice next week is going to be doing our makeup tips. And she is going to do something for us that we're all screaming for. Y'all have asked for this over and over. How do you match foundation on a woman of color? Yeah. Because there is a trick to it. All of my first customers when I started my business, except for one, and she was a extremely white redhead that lived across the street from me, were women of color. They were bronze skin women. They were the Hispanic or Black women. So I learned very quickly how to match it up. So Alice is going to teach us, how do you match up foundation on a woman of color? From Alice, let's go medium beige, like a little bit darker than me in the summer, all the way to ebony. And then we'll get Zulema on in a couple of weeks, and she can teach contouring on bronze skin women. Be really cool if we could fly Alice here and she could do it here. So, okay. And if there's something that you guys know you're good at and you want to teach, then let's get you on and teach it. If y'all have team members or sister consultants that are not making these meetings, I really want you to reach out and encourage them. Say, it's a new year. It's a new you. This is amazing. I'm so excited. Diane, you're on. I haven't seen you in so long. You look phenomenal. You survived all the personal chaos in your life and you're ready to jump back in. And it's always a pleasure to see you. We miss Sayonara for a few weeks. She's always going around the world. She's our world traveler. And hopefully Zulema will be back next week. They actually flew in last night and they were gone almost 3 weeks around Europe. They took their 2 kids everywhere, Vienna, Italy. They went everywhere, Rome. They did it all and checked the big box. I was so proud of them. That's hard. That's a lot. Okay, so we're excited. You guys are excited. Do you know what you're going to do? Okay, who's staying on for the leadership meeting? I've got about 5 minutes to cover on that. Okay, if you want to stay on for the leadership meeting, that's great. And the rest of you guys, we can say bye-bye. Thank you so much for being on, and we'll see you next week, if not sooner. Yay. All right, I'm going to stop the recording and then we're going to start over.